Avenue A.
Hello, and welcome to East Village Yappers. I'm your host, DJ Kati, and this is our second episode of East Village Yappers. We're so happy to be here. We're so happy to be yapping for the next 2 hours. I know, it's a long time. East Village Yappers is a radio talk show host for the chatty Kathys, the aunties sitting around with a bottle of wine talking about problems that are not their problems. We all know those people. The negative Nancys, the nosy types, basically New Yorkers. You know what I'm talking about. The Yappers. We want all of East Village to join us. So come to the studio. We're located at High Note Radio. We've already got people online. Come on down. Avenue B. Just type in to Google Maps, type in High Note, and you'll see us. Or even better, if you don't want to leave your 6th floor walk up, you can come on down to our Diet Coke phone if you're watching us on a stream. She's a yapper. That's right. She is. She's a yapper. We have a Diet Coke phone here. Oh, I just... muted my script here. It is 917-231-1965. That's right, 917-231-1965 to call in. This is a radio show for the East Village, for anyone who is lucky enough to live here, work here, play here. We want your opinions. So, this show is hyper-local and therefore hyper-aware and therefore pretty hyper. So you know how it is with us yappers. We're going to volley conversations around faster than those hot-ass street hockey players that volley the puck around on Thompson Square Park on Sundays. But I could not be yapping alone. Today I'm joined by, or, you know, the hilarious, the beautiful, that keeps us going and showing the very princess of East Village, DJ Liz. Woo!
Oh my God, you are too kind.
I am too kind.
You should keep going though. You should,
I really should keep going. But instead of keeping going, I actually picked out a song that I think would be perfect for you. So everyone, clap for DJ Liz. Do you hear that? Bushwick Boys to East Village Girls. I felt like that just really hit that for you, you know?
Perfect.
So
perfect.
I'll let that play out. But anyways, Liz, so I heard today that you were unfortunately called to your civil duty of jury duty.
Yeah, I can't talk too much about it. The NDAs were signed. Got a couple things under wraps right now, but...
The best part was at 2 p.m., she's like, I think I'm good. They're going to release me. And then at no later than 2:01 p.m., she said...
They need me tomorrow.
They
needed me again.
She's going in on a Friday to serve in your civil courts tomorrow. So everyone, big salutes to Liz. Woo! Well, Liz, we got a lot to yap about today. This was a busy summer for East Village. The Knicks won in 5. Woo! Yeah. Let's get some shout out here. Yeah. The World Cup took over our entire work schedule. I did not work. It was an amazing Pride Month. Interns arrived to the neighborhood. They left out the neighborhood. Leases were up. Matches were on the sidewalk. I mean, it was kind of crazy. We survived one of the worst heat waves to date. That was awful. There was smoke, brim, fire, almost as bad as when that Adams administration wildlife apocalypse of 2023. Y'all remember that? You like looked out the window, you were like, wait, did a bomb just go off? And you're like, no, Eric Adams just didn't tell us that there was smoke fire coming this way. You know, the streets even flooded so bad that you couldn't even take a city bike down First Avenue. It was so bad. So anyways, I kind of feel like that SpongeBob meme where he's just like wiping his brow and he's like, that was That was crazy. Like,
I'm
how did
thinking
we
about
survive
like
this?
the SpongeBob meme where it's like all the file cabinets are on
Yes,
fire.
that's actually is
and there's, like, all the
what's
SpongeBobs
happened in the last
running
month
around.
in East Village
Yeah.
specifically. So I guess the question is, what's next?
Is this rhetorical?
No,
or
this
am
is
I
rhetorical. This is for the people here.
Oh.
Like, what are we going to do next? The Knicks have won. The World Cup is over. The people have left. The city is ours again. What are we going to do? So if you have an idea, you could call the Diet Coke hotline because we are skinny girls. 917-231-1965. Or you can come right on by our studio at Avenue B and 13th. But that's, exactly what we're going to be rapping about today. We're trading our sports for the arts. We're going outside to inside, back to outside again. We're trading in 103 degrees for 83 degrees. Thank God. And Liz, I have a game that I want to play, but I would like to offer it up to our boys over here. Yeah, you guys want to come on up? Yeah, come on up. Okay. All right, so I have this fun game. This is about like East Village, and this is your list. So insert, I'm going to hide my laptop because I don't want you to know what's coming. This is your list. So I'm going to give you a scenario, and then each of you three are going to give me your list of what to do in East Village when. So just win blank. Okay, you guys ready? Do you understand?
Ready.
Okay. Best place to go on a first date.
Oh.
Oh, so for me,
You want to start
Yeah,
it?
go ahead.
I would say nice and simple. Let's try a easy date at 1-on-1.
Oh,
1-on-1
yes.
First Avenue,
1-on-1.
right? Hopefully you watch a little bit of sports.
Yeah.
Right? Some cocktails. A couple, things
Maybe
to bite
got
on.
The benches.
Right, the benches
Nice and
outside,
comfortable.
outdoor dining a little
You got
bit.
indoor,
and-
outdoor.
Right,
A
so,
lot of options.
yes.
And it's big, so you
And
get
it's
lost
big.
if you don't want to be on the date anymore.
Yeah, so we from the LES. So yeah, stop by 1-on-1. Ralph, you was down here. Where did you go on your first date? Down here.
Y'all gonna laugh at me, but a nice walk in the East River Park.
Oh, no, that's nice. I mean, not right now because it's under construction.
Right, but when
like,
it was there,
when
it was there, it was nice to
yeah,
walk there.
that's actually really romantic.
Yeah,
Oh,
the East River Park.
Wow.
That's
That-
about- and you carry your own stuff. You can take some food there. You could sit in the grass, have
Yeah.
a picnic,
Yeah.
or you could just drink by a bench over there.
you
Anything.
could. There's a
Now
lot
you-
can do.
we
And
wanna
you got
see
those
you.
like bars with the bar stools that overlook the river. It's actually
Right
quite
over there
beautiful.
towards the beginning where they just did it right now. Even
Yes.
the whole drive is not done,
Yeah.
but what's there right now is nice.
It's
You can go
really
take
nice.
a suntan over there and stuff
You
like
could
that.
really suntan because there's no
And
trees.
just so you know, on August 1st, we're having the Lower East Side reunion, so you girls should come down.
We're gonna be there. Don't you even worry.
All right.
Okay, great.
Now it's
Okay.
your turn.
Yeah. Do you got a spot?
Ooh.
I know what you're gonna say. Go on.
Let's say it on the count of 3.
1, 2, 3.
3.
Schmuck.
Schmuck.
the
I don't know.
cocktails at
I
Schmuck.
love like
They're
a
good.
fun cocktail.
It's a good cocktail.
Very like artsy in there.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
think it's good.
Yeah.
I think it's a quality cocktail. It's a bit expensive, but that's right. It's a first date. You
For,
know?
but I will say,
I think the owners are from overseas, right?
oh, are
maybe.
they? I don't know.
I don't know.
We don't know.
but that's like a hard first date spot because you need a reservation. You
Oh,
you better
shit.
be planning that first date
Or you
a
better be
month out.
connected.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Or wait in that line because I'm not waiting in the line.
You want to impress the girl, I guess that's what you take.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, I guess it depends on how you know the first date. Okay. All right. So this is the next one. When your cat just died. So your cat just died. You're sad. Where are you gonna go to cheer yourself up? You know?
Oh, I know where I'm going.
Where are you going?
I'm going across the street to my bodega and I'm going to talk to my bodega guy.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to get a crisp Diet Coke in a can
Okay. Yeah. Well,
and
like
a bag
the
of
Diet Coke
Takis.
phone here.
Yes.
If anyone has an opinion, you can call the Diet Coke phone 917-231-1965. Okay.
And then I'm going to just go home.
Okay. you
I don't
can
know.
be sad
I
when you're
I
done.
like to be sad by myself. So.
Well, that's probably healthy. But for those who don't want to follow the healthy path,
What do you do with the cat pies?
I like he's like, I don't have
We'll
a
say a
cat.
dog because I'm
Okay,
really
say
not
a
into
dog, say a
cats.
dog.
But one-on-one would be good. And you gonna have a lot of drinks.
I
you have a
like how
lot
you
of drinks
guys
and
love
drink,
one-on-one. They must have really good like.
and the food is good there. You know
the
when
food is good
when
there.
when
Like,
you're
no one
going through
wants to talk
things,
about this.
eating is the best when
Yeah.
you're going through things.
Yeah.
If my cat died,
Or your dog.
or dog, I probably would just smoke. Right?
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna bury him. Where I don't know, but we're definitely gonna bury the cat.
Where are you
we're
gonna bury
smoke.
it?
I
This
know,
is actually
right?
really difficult
I
in
never
this
even thought
village.
about this, right? But
I mean, if you have an animal, you gotta deal with
I had
the
a coworker
body.
that she already,
You can throw it into
her
the
daughters
river.
already knew what tree she wanted to be buried under. So, right, I guess.
You gonna throw it into the East River? Because that's what I recommend.
No, throw the cat.
I mean, like
don't get
light it like a
spotted.
Viking funeral. Like light the box on fire, throw it to the East River. I think it's kind of poetic. No.
Justice, right?
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, justice.
Yeah, I think. Right, and it might have 9 lives, so you never know.
You're right. It's gonna.
Right,
come
we don't
back
just
to
want
life.
to put it in the dirt.
Okay,
give
that's
him a chance to
actually
come back.
A really good point, because if your cat dies, don't worry. There's
Right, we're gonna
lives
give him a
left.
chance to come
Yeah,
back.
you're
Throw him in the
right.
water.
Oh shit. Okay.
Pet cemetery.
Okay. All right. This is the next one. Are you guys ready?
Yes, we are.
Okay. The perfect hungover activity. So you wake up, you had a little too much the night before. What you doing?
Oh man, we all know what to do.
Okay, go ahead. Take the
You
mic.
have to go grab what is those electrolyte? What is it called?
Pedialytes?
Yeah, you definitely
Okay.
gotta go get probably the red one. I usually like.
Yeah,
Right, I
red
get
ones
the
are
red
good.
one,
Yeah.
get back to life, and then we gotta go hit somebody's brunch to get back
So
to
you
life.
find someone's brunch reservation. And you
Yes.
just go,
So
I
I'm
gotta
definitely
come.
gonna
I need some
recuperate.
food.
Right, you definitely gotta recover. I was on a serious hangover like a week ago, so we recovered.
I like how you're like speaking from very recent
Yeah, we
experience.
recovered, and then we got the eating. Right, eating always helps the stomach, and then we got back to the poker table. I was in Atlantic City.
Okay, but where's the poker table in East Village? Are you not going to reveal this
I
spot?
can definitely not reveal
Yeah.
the spot that's on 2nd Avenue. I can't tell them about that spot.
Yeah, I will say for my 30th birthday, which was right before COVID and everyone was on edge, I held a poker party, and we got kicked out by the restaurant in Chinatown.
I should have known you then.
I know, you should have really. It was a $100 buy-in. It was good. It was good. Anyways, okay, go on.
I would say stay home. I would say stay home,
Yeah.
relax, and get ready for the night. I guess.
Damn, that's actually a good point. This is East Village.
I mean, you can't
the
get up
back
and
fuck
party
up.
again. You relax a little while,
Yeah.
and then you go back outside.
Okay,
Take
respect. Yeah.
take a nice shower and everything. Refresh yourself.
Yeah, like sweat it out. Yeah.
Okay, I got 2.
Shit.
If I want to enjoy my rent money and stay at home, I will DoorDash some Veselka.
Oh, that's good.
Borscht
Okay.
is a really great hangover cure, kind of like the red Gatorade. It's also red.
Yeah.
But if I want to go out, like if I have a friend I'm meeting up with and we need to debrief, we're going to go get bagels and sit in Tompkins Square Park.
That's pretty good. That's solid.
Just like reconnect with nature.
Maybe even go to East River Park, the new part that he was talking
It's
about.
too far. I don't know if my
That's true.
weak body can make it all the way there.
That's true. That's a lot of drinking.
It is when you're.
You don't know how much you. Okay. All right. I think
Those are my 2 answers.
I think that's a
Yeah.
good answer. Okay, so now I'm going to do the much anticipated segment. Thank you. Thank you for the drum roll. Our rants and raves. Are you ready for it?
Yes.
Because I'm really excited to hear specifically your rave or rants. Excuse me. Okay, let me pull it up here. Okay, here we go. I want your rants on Thompson Square Park. So any topic involving Thompson Square Park, I could give you mine as an example. So my rant is that the pool that is in Thompson Square Park is only for kids. I wish it was available for adults because when that heat wave came, I was looking for a place to get cool. And then my rave is I feel like the dog park, like people actually meet at the dog park and they like get along and they like end up connecting and like becoming friends in real life. So I think that's a good aspect of, Thompson Square Park. Okay. Anybody got a rant or a rave? You can rave too. You don't have to be negative.
I got a rave that the little area by the bathroom where it's
Yeah.
like isolated.
Yeah.
One day I'm there recording and it closed. I didn't know they closed that
They
area.
closed it?
No, but I mean he came and told me, yo, we're closing, but I didn't know it
Oh,
closed
they,
at
like,
like
told you.
8
Oh, that's
o'clock.
nice.
It closes earlier than the whole park. So I guess in Thompson Square there is a VIP area, and I'm ranting about that, man. There's a VIP area in Tompkins Square that closes at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, and that's the
And
bathrooms.
I'm recording. I'm like, yo, buddy, give me a second.
That's actually pretty good.
But he gave me a second.
Yeah, that's pretty
But
good. Any other rants or rave?
When you go into that park, there's so many crazy people that come up to you to try to talk to you.
That's your rant.
Yeah, they try to talk to you and come out of nowhere, and then you move away and go somewhere, and then somebody else comes out of nowhere.
Yeah,
there's always
that is
somebody
true.
crazy in that park.
There always is someone.
Right, there's always crazy people
You
in that
can't
park.
stand still in New York City. I've tried to tell people this. Like, you have to be moving, otherwise someone will come up to you and it's not good.
Right, they'll
Yeah.
try to talk to you.
It's like, yes. I'm like, stop trying to talk
They
to
say
me.
they know you. I know you from somewhere.
No, you don't know me. You don't know me from shit.
I know you from that show.
Yeah.
man.
You know. Okay. All right. So rants or raves about what she just mentioned, pierogies. You got a pierogi spot that you love or hate? Or maybe we could do something like tacos, steak. I mean, pick your choice. What do you gotta? What have you gotten recently that was terrible as far as food goes?
Oh goodness, do I want to do that to them?
Yeah, do it. Do it to them.
Sheesh.
Yeah, we want it. Yeah,
No, we're
you
not
could-
name dropping.
You could just say the intersection.
But there
and
was
that's fine.
a bar lounge on Avenue
X.
A.
Okay. Okay.
High numbers between 10
Okay,
and 12.
Yeah, high numbers. Okay.
Right? And, everybody don't always have, cash for cat's pastrami.
Sure.
I've seen these people had a
Okay, so
pastrami
you're going to get
sandwich
a
on the
pastrami
menu.
sandwich. Okay. No comment.
Horrible.
That was going to be your rave? Ah!
I don't know what I don't know what they did with that.
Okay.
And when it's not good, you got to leave it on the plate, and they
Yeah.
come in. It's everything. Know everything on the right. This is not edible. I don't know. I don't know if the chef is still there. I don't even know if they're still open. Nah, they're still open, but they have to get a better chef. You are in the Lower East Side. Cooks don't work down here. You need chefs.
Yes.
That's
I
what we
agree.
need y'all to know. In this East Village, LES area,
you need a good-
you need a chef, not a cook, a chef.
Yeah. Okay.
That pizza shop they were giving out the free.
Oh, they gave me free pizza?
They were giving out the free pizza because they was out there. That pizza was right. The pizza was awful. The pizza was
and
awful.
It was awful?
Yeah.
How much was it a slice?
No, they was grand opening.
They were just giving it out, but it was just
But how
awful
much are they
anyway.
charging now? Did you ever go look?
No, I'm
What do you
not
think
going
was
back. I'm not
bad?
going back there. The taste of it, the sauce or something was wrong with it.
What?
But talk about prices. Cats is ridiculous sometimes.
Cats is ridiculous.
I remember, but the thing is like that. They're never gonna go down if they keep on getting lines like that. They're gonna keep on
I know.
raising it.
They're never going. People just want to get a taste, and then they go, "Oh, okay."
And I remember when you used to eat a sandwich for $8, something like that.
Yeah, and it's.
And then there was more. And then there was more.
16?
And there was more. Well, I've been going there since the '80s. But they had you could make 2 sandwiches out of it.
Yeah.
Now you can't. Now you can't do that anymore. They're skipping the meat. Pause.
They are skipping the meat.
Pause.
Tell
They
the
skipping
guys
the
there
meat.
that are cutting the meat, you're like, "Hey, you're skipping the meat." Do you say that?
Well, I know them, and lucky don't see me, but they're related. They're related to my
Lucky
wife.
they're not
So
watching.
when we have a cookouts
Yeah.
in my house, we get the cats, frankfurters and everything in my house.
That's
And we get
actually-
the-
So is that what's happening on y'all's August 1st? Is it? Oh, actually, okay.
Right.
Cats, we need some sponsorship.
Yeah,
Cats.
come on, cats.
No doubt, cats. Don't be like that.
Sponsor it. All right, so I'm gonna open it up for a general rant or rave about the East. It's got to be East Village specific though. You can't
Got
just
it.
like rant about whatever. You guys got something before
Give us something.
About no.
rant, rave? Something you've been excited about in the neighborhood recently?
I want to rant about now you can't play music in the park and stuff
Oh, I
like that.
know.
We're
Don't call the
DJ.
311.
We're DJs, right? Not only do they do that, they'll tell you once, and if you try to be slick, they'll take your equipment, and then you have to have the receipts because
Like a
when you go,
permit or something?
no, you have to if they take your
Yeah.
speakers. You have to come back with a receipt for those speakers. If they take your laptop, you need a receipt for your laptop.
And that's
Whatever.
from the NYPD?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
No, but it's ridiculous. And they don't want you cooking nowhere. Like over there, they don't want you cooking.
But isn't that the whole point of a park? Is that like outdoor
Well,
dining?
cooking with the gas, right? Cooking with the gas and
Oh, I see,
stuff like
okay.
that.
Well, you could do the charcoal.
Yeah. You
Maybe
have
a
no.
little
You
nice
could.
little
You got to do the
birthdays.
charcoal, because if not, they'll give you a ticket. They're
That's
giving
crazy.
police are giving you tickets for anything nowadays.
They really are.
They're abusing us now.
Yeah, that's true. And it wasn't like that how long ago?
Well, in the '80s, they were abusing us too.
I was like,
But
blood.
Right,
and
they were
that's
still
different
abusing us, but
because,
they wasn't abusing us like they're doing right
like,
now.
in a ticket.
Now they'll beat you girls up.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you
they don't care.
if you try to talk stupid,
Yeah.
they'll take your face and mush you and stuff like
Yeah.
that and get away with it.
Yeah. It's like you'll even try to kiss them and they'll mush you. You know? I'm not talking from personal experience. All right, do you have a rant, a rave?
It has
In
to
general.
be East Village specific.
What's that?
Okay, she
Okay,
said it has
tell
to
us.
be. I had a rave, but it wasn't East Village specific.
Okay, go on. But hit us
These
with it.
people allowed 6 co-workers to call out from the same team. So this week it was just 2 of us.
That is messed up.
Sheesh.
You got the support of Liz.
Thank you, Liz,
Yeah.
because
Right now, I'm going through that in my job. The 3 people who do the purchasing, all 3 of them went on vacation at the same time.
And so then you're
it's
doing
hard-
the purchasing.
No, somebody else does it, but you got somebody.
You got one person doing the person on 3
Nobody,
jobs.
The owner's doing the purchasing.
Oh shit.
but even though it was a month ago, wasn't the energy out here? Let's rant or
Yeah.
let's rave. Which one?
Yeah.
Whichever one is good.
Yeah.
The energy for the New York Knicks celebration out here was amazing.
rave.
I don't know if y'all was in the streets.
all rave.
I don't know if y'all was moving
That was
around.
all
This
rave.
area was
It was crazy.
phenomenal, man. That energy,
Yeah.
and that's why we needed USA to keep winning.
I know.
To
they
keep
didn't
the
do
energy
it.
going.
They
It's like
didn't
once
do
they
it.
lost,
They
like
didn't do it.
everybody's
Yeah,
like,
everyone's
the
like,
World Cup's on, okay.
All right,
But
listen,
when they
let's
was
get
in
the
it, I was
button.
in
Why don't
bars
you
like,
do
yo,
this?
the World Cup, let's go USA. But yeah, that energy the Knicks had in the city. I came out here, the streets was retarded in the East
Yeah,
Village. So
it was
yes,
great.
y'all definitely turned up for the Knicks, East
Hey,
Village,
hell yeah,
like
the
we
East
supposed
Village.
to.
Applause.
Right, clap it up for you guys.
Yeah, East
And
Village.
gals. And our bars, right? The
Yeah,
bars was
the bars were serving.
the bars was
Oddball,
serving it
shout
up.
out.
Eyeball was serving it
They knew
up.
what happened.
We was having a good
They were
time. I
like,
was actually
"Here
there
you
for a
go."
dope event a month
It
ago.
was really
So
awesome.
shout out
Shout
to
out
the East
to
Village
East Village
and the
for showing
Knicks
up for the
for
Knicks.
giving us that energy.
I know,
And the
seriously.
people of the LES.
Okay, go on.
It was great and everything, and I played music and everything. But when I left, I got in my car and I was driving, and they were going crazy and everything. I was driving. Before I got into the corner, somebody came and jumped on my hood. Boom! And he just kept on running.
Oh,
And put
no.
a
Do
and
you
put
have
a
a dent
dent
in your
on
car?
and put a dent in my hood.
Oh, fuck that. Whoa.
What they did to the other person's car.
Oh
shit.
man, they were tearing it up. But that's what I'm saying. They were tearing the person, jumping on it and pulling. So I was like, oh my god, can I get through? And I was like almost right at the corner, and this guy just came and just jumped and he hit it, jump and ran, and that was it. And I looked at him, and then like I said, it's better than what they did to that guy's car.
Yeah.
And then I said, you know what? It was worth it. The Knicks won.
Yeah. That's a good attitude.
It was worth it. The Knicks
That's a
won.
good attitude. Where we were with a guy who had a Jeep Wrangler, so like a soft top, and like women were on top dancing on it, and they ruined the soft top, and he went out there with a baseball bat and was like screaming at him. So
The other car, they were damaged.
Yeah.
I was like, can I get through this? And not only that, but it took me about half an hour for one block. Because everybody
was just.
They were giving me 5, and I was happy. I was like, oh, cool, and everything.
It's hard. It's hard to be mixed with those emotions.
Right,
of,
they were
like,
saying Knicks and
angry
everything.
and happy.
Right, and I
like-
was yeah, and I was like, am I gonna make it through here? And right before the corner, this guy comes and jumps on it, boom. But like I said, the Knicks did it, and it don't matter. I looked at the
that's
den. I
right.
said it's worth it.
Yeah, it's worth
was
it.
worth it.
I agree. It's worth it. Well, thank you for being with us. Sorry USA couldn't pull it along for you.
That's all we needed. To
That's
keep
all
the
you need.
energy going.
Well, thank you guys.
No,
I hope
thank
you
you,
guys
girls.
enjoyed
No.
your show. What's your show called?
Our show is called Mr. Wonderful's Corner. I am
Mr.
your host,
Wonderful's
Mr.
Corner.
Wonderful. This is
Awesome.
my DJ Ralphie Ralph.
Awesome.
And we're playing music and we're talking about the community and hip hop
Oh
culture.
my God, we love it.
So yes,
That's
we're
great.
on. I guess y'all be right after us.
Okay, perfect.
We'll
Okay,
be back to
great.
back with the Yappers.
Yay,
and what they doing? Let them get to their yapping. And
Yeah.
we hope to see y'all August 1st
we hope
at the LES
we will
reunion.
See you August 1st.
Yes.
That's awesome. Thanks, guys, for the
Have a great
invitation.
time here.
Yeah, we appreciate it. No, thanks for having us. Wow. All right. So, go on. Oh, I will. 100%. I'll give it, at least from Sebastian, he has it. Okay. Liz, there was a game that you wanted me to play.
Yes.
Do you remember the name of that game? Find a.
Ask a finance bro.
Ask a finance bro. So, if you or someone you know is a finance bro, we need him here in the studio before 8 p.m., which is less than 90 minutes away. It's like a game of bingo. So we're going to be a lookout in the street. Liz, if a finance bro passes by here on the street, you got to grab him, okay? So now is the time to start looking around, all right?
Okay.
And if you are listening in and you know a finance bro who's still on the clock, you should call us. Have him call us.
You're at Morgan Stanley right now.
Yeah, call us up 917-231-1965. I'm going to say it slower because finance bros, you're typing in shit on Excel and your ADHD and your Adderall's wearing off because it is 6:37 p.m.
It's time to re-up.
It's time to re-up. So here it is again. 917-231-1965. All right. So we've really been like outside. So yeah. As we expressed in our rant and rave session, we love New York City. We love it so much. But oh my God, this has been an exhausting summer. I'm so done with sports. If you've been in East Village any day over the last month and a half, you know that we've been partying and we are tired. We are exhausted. Or maybe you're still drunk. But you're definitely probably coughing or hot. But yeah, like, you know, what is next for us, Liz? I did The Hangover and I processed that. And then I decided it was time to hit the streets. So, for you, Liz, and no one else, I went out there and I perused flyers within East Village, specifically at Thompson Square Park. And then I went online and I went for things for us to do. And here's the things that I got. But before I go into it, if you have anything that is interesting enough for us to try and do, call us, 917-231-1965 on the Diet Coke phone. The thing that I have for us to do tonight that actually starts in 21 minutes is something called the clothing swap for the girls. It's drink, food, and drinks located at the Pineapple Club, which I actually suggested for my friend's 40th birthday during COVID because they were the only ones in the basement, like, kind of turning ahead to certain protocols. And so actually I lied. It starts at 7:30. So if you're listening in.
So much time. You got, what is that, 50 minutes?
You have 50 minutes to gather up all the clothes that you don't want to wear anymore. And you can take them. It's a big clothing swap happening. I think that's really fun. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go down on the Reddit post and tell you that there's no comments. So it could be that, like, you get all of this girl's clothes.
And she gets all of mine.
And she gets all of yours.
All the stuff that I don't want.
So maybe you should actually hang up the mic and go to this. But I do think it would be a really fun event. I think we should do more clothing swaps, you know, like keep this cycle of fast fashion out the window. We can all borrow from each other. I have a wedding coming up, and I was just thinking on the way here, like, what am I going to wear? I don't have any dresses. It's a formal wedding.
Yeah.
I don't know what to wear.
I don't know. Maybe rent something?
Yeah. Oh, well, Liz is actually the expert in renting clothes. She rents from the tech conglomerate Pickle.
The tech girl rental fast fashion fighting
I'm going to be
app.
honest. She actually makes a lot of money doing this.
I do.
So if you are a woman who has nice clothes, use the app Pickle. And you can make rent. I mean, I don't know. Are you making rent? Like what? Let's talk real numbers
Maybe
here.
since I've joined, I've made rent
over the course of a year.
1.5 times.
Oh, that's
over
actually
the
pretty
course
good.
of like maybe 2 years, 3 years, something like that.
Okay, that's
but
pretty
that's
good.
still better than nothing,
Nothing.
which is what I would have made if it was sitting in my closet.
And so how does it work?
So basically, you like take things that are nice, or maybe Zara stuff that you're like, hey, I kind of like this dress for
like
going out.
trendy stuff from Zara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you take a pic and you put it up there and you're like, you can wear this dress for a week and it'll only cost you $20. And then some girl will be like, I love this dress. I want to wear it for my birthday this weekend. Can I please rent it? And you're like, of course. So you send it out. You get you get 80% of whatever you make.
Oh,
and
wow,
then
that's
you just
actually
like
really good.
pocket it. Yeah.
So How's the app making money?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know. I did get invited to their little like year 4 fashion show in
yeah?
May.
And where was it
And-
at? Was it in East Village?
No, it was in Tribeca.
Okay, well, neighboring enough.
I will say maybe they're not making that much because they only had one bartender for like 500 people.
Okay.
It was insane.
shit.
I waited an hour for a drink.
So you didn't get drunk, is what I'm hearing.
Well, once everyone left and the open bar was still open, then I got drunk. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Copy. Okay, well, if you want to host a clothing swap or want to rent out your clothing to me specifically, because I am looking for a wedding dress size 6-ish, 917-231-1965. Okay, so my next thing to do is actually some internet drama, because it was something posted on Reddit, and I read it about 2 days ago, and I was really excited to promote this person who was just like, hey, me and my friends want to do an East Village bar crawl. We did a Bushwick bar crawl, and it was really fun. And so we have this East Village bar crawl, and they named all these really awesome spots. I was like, yes, that bar is amazing. Yes, that bar is amazing. Yes, that's bar amazing. And so I went to it today, and it was removed by the East Village moderators of Reddit. And so then I was like, why? But they don't usually disclose why. However, the moderator decided to speak up in this incident. So here it goes. So apparently in the original posting, someone said, like, if you want more information about like where to meet up with my friends and I, you can chat with us on WhatsApp.
Okay.
And so great. So like 18 people were like, great, I would love to join you on WhatsApp. I would love to make some friends in these village. That's great. And then the mod interrupts everyone and says, you can and are encouraged to share it on Reddit rather than ask people to DM you for the WhatsApp information. Could you edit the post and add it? And then they didn't respond, which was about 23 hours ago.
Wait, so like the moderator was
moderator
mad
was mad.
they were making people go to a second location.
Basically, yeah. I mean, like, does the moderator work for Reddit directly? Okay, so then 10 hours ago, so 13 hours later, the moderator commented again, I ask you to edit the post and add it. When you do that, I will allow the post to be live again.
Oh my God.
Until then, it's down and no one goes to the bar crawl. I know. And no one has commented since.
What kind of ogre does that? Oh my God.
I just felt like that was like, okay, I get you have authority, but it's kind of like the cops. Like, you know, it's just like, God damn, like, I get it, but we're just trying to fucking live here.
No, people are, they're getting power hungry.
Yeah, people are power hungry. So if you know anyone who's been power hungry with you, you should call us at 917-231-1965.
Actually, I have a couple friends that are trying to move to the city, and I did the classic, like, join this Facebook group. This is where I found my thing. And my friend texts me, because now they like want more information. They're like, we need your Instagram handle before we approve you.
That's dumb.
And she went,
We don't gatekeep
wait,
New York.
do
Like,
I
we
have
don't."
to actually Venmo this person to join this free Facebook
What?
group? Yes.
So everything becomes a hustle?
$20. I was
Honestly,
like,
that is the
listen,
most New York thing
listen,
that
I
happened.
understand. Times are hard.
That's ridiculous.
Eggs are expensive. Rent is also expensive. But that was a bit much. I was like, no, just pretend like you didn't even see that.
Okay. Wow.
Stop trying to monetize everything.
Yeah. If you're a hustler, you should call us at 917-231-1965. My favorite other thing to do is, or my favorite other thing that we have done, I should say.
Yes.
Is I walked around, I perused, if you will. Me and Liz could not figure out the spelling of peruse, by the way.
Yes, if you know, call in.
Oh
Oh my
We
God.
have a caller. We have a caller. I wonder who this is. Hello. Hey, how are you? Welcome to the East Village Yappers hotline. I gotta make sure you're heard. I gotta make sure we can hear you on the. Okay, great. Okay, tell us, how's the East Village living for you? Okay, so that's actually really true. That's what I do love about these village. So tell me something. I should. Where is it at exactly? Yeah. Okay, East River Beach down by the ramp. Okay, great. That's where the new park is.
On 42nd Street and Broadway, and they'll come meet me. Or you can have them use like a courier, like a what is it? Like a DoorDash driver to come pick up.
So understood. They come to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you posted on the site, right?
Yeah, you post it on the site, and then they can either pick up from you directly, you can meet up somewhere, or you can use like a driver to come pick it up. Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's called Pickle.
It's called Pickle. Mm-hmm.
That's what we call a New York hustle. Yeah, that's a New York hustle.
Hey, I love to hear it.
Yeah.
Good luck with your rentals.
Thank you for calling. Okay, so that was our first caller of the night. Don't worry, we have many other callers. I'm sure anticipating, but the lines are just so busy. Liz, you and I were walking around Thompson Square Park recently, and I saw a sign that I was really excited about. I wish I could show everyone, but it was the best handwritten sign that says, "Do you love Georgia? Not the state, but the country? If so, would you like to try their wine?" And then it just gave an address on 7th Street that was between 1st and A. And we were like, let's go there. Let's figure this out. So we took our friend Josh. Liz, do you want to describe something you can in reality do? It's 718. I believe 718. Maybe it was 3. I'm going to look this up while Liz describes her experience.
I don't think I was there for the drinkage of the wine.
We didn't drink the wine.
Oh, we did. Oh, okay.
We should be honest with the people.
Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, we didn't have it because Josh was being a little bit difficult.
As usual.
And was like, it's not from the region that I like.
Right, because Josh was a Peace Corps volunteer in the country of Georgia for many years. And so therefore is kind of a snob when it comes to certain wine of Eastern European interest.
Yeah. But we did find a really cool, like vintage, what is it? Like vintage designer.
Yeah, we did
clothing
find a nice
shop
vintage
next
designer.
door.
Maybe, was it on 10th? Was it on your street?
I think it was on 10th, maybe.
Oh, I really should have come more prepared for this segment. But the problem is when you decide to look at a flyer, you just memorize it for that moment. And I would encourage more people to look at flyers and look at events. Hello, how's it going?
Yeah.
Oh, we're rocking. Yeah. We're talking about things to do in the East Village. You got something we could do in the East Village?
Yeah, come on
in. Tell us. Yeah, tell us what you want.
Anything.
Tell
What's your
us.
favorite thing to do?
What's your
in
favorite
East Village?
thing in East Village? Where do you like to dance in East Village?
Turn on some reggae.
Yeah, some reggae. Where can we get reggae?
Put it on your music.
Oh, we'll just put it on for you. Okay, so right here at High Note Radio. That's exactly that's where the party is. I kind of have a feeling that the party follows you guys. Yeah, that's right. That's awesome. This is a radio station. That's right. You guys are live on East Village Radio. Yeah, you come get your own show. You can talk about all the fun things there is to do in East Village. There's a lot of things. A lot of things to do. Okay, well then you need to tell us. Okay, so hold on. If you're born and raised, tell us. Where do you think is the best place to have a drink?
San Loco.
Where? Here, give her the mic so that the audience can hear.
San Loca.
Oh yeah, I like that spot. Yeah, that's a good spot. Yeah, that was a good spot. It's good deals too. Yes, yes.
I know about the new East Village.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know about the old.
Here,
East
give her the
Village.
mic.
I don't know about the new East Village. I know more about the old East Village.
Tell us.
So the new one, I don't really know where to go. But there seems like a lot of new bars and a lot of fabulous places to go to.
When do you think it changed? What
They
year?
got cuts and slices over here on Houston.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be good. They got this new croissant. I think no, it's not croissant. It's cinnamon bowl. That's
Cinnamon roll. Oh,
famous.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, I heard that's famous. I haven't been there yet. Yes, Sunday morning.
Sunday morning? When was the new Easter Village introduced into your life? When
Here
did
it's
it?
more nice. It's more nicer than when I grew up when I was
Yeah.
younger.
Yeah.
It's less drugs.
Yeah. Okay, well, you heard it point blank, everyone. Less
Yes,
drugs.
less
That's the
drugs.
East Village for you.
Yeah.
No, she sees less drugs. That's
She
what
see-
it is.
Yeah, that's right. It's actually, honestly, that's probably the truth.
It is the truth.
Well,
Yes.
okay. Well, you guys got any other things you'd like to recommend for people listening in of places they should try?
Like what?
Anywhere for them to drink, for them to eat, anything you'd really you good on right now?
You heard of cats?
Oh yeah, we love cats.
Yeah, cats
Yeah.
are nice.
Yeah, those guys recommended cats, but they were saying it's expensive and the meat is less than it used to be. So
Of course, but they still give you enough to make 2 sandwiches.
yeah, that's true. That's what he was just saying. They don't give you enough to make you 2 sandwiches anymore, but for a woman, it's enough for 2 sandwiches. So it sounds like a boy problem, not a girl problem. So
Yes.
they should just fuck off. Okay. Okay, great. Well, thank you, ladies. We appreciate y'all's
Are
opinions.
y'all online? This radio?
Yeah, hnt.fm. Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
online radio station. Come on by anytime.
We got music. We got
Yes.
talking.
Yes,
A little
come
bit
in.
of everything.
Yes, exactly. That's right. That's the new New York, or the new East Village, I should say. All right, wow. So just like you can find a flyer, you can also find new friends on the street. East
Exactly.
Village is here for a good party. Okay, so also on East Village Things to Do, may I recommend on August 9th, this really humble Redditor, I guess you could say, posted, "Come look at the ground with me."
Oh.
Yeah. So you
What does
can-
that mean?
Yeah. So here we go. A few weeks ago, I hosted my first noticing walk, and I'll be doing another one next month. It will be a casual stroll through the neighborhood for anyone who wants to slow down, look more carefully at what's around, and then capture what they find. We'll move slowly through the neighborhood looking for things worth pausing at and then figuring out how to capture them. I suggest a phone or camera, but feel free to bring a sketchbook or whatever you prefer. Any amount, including $0 or 0 art experience.
Again,
is welcome.
monetizing.
I know. We're
What is
really
up with
here.
this?
And then there's a link. I don't know why the mod didn't take this down. Actually, now, like, I'm on the support side of the Lower East Side, bar.
I'm
crawl
okay.
people.
I'm sorry. I can't get over the monetization
Yeah,
of
there is
everything.
so much.
Whatever happened to doing things
Oh
for
my
the love
God!
of the sport?
Wait,
Like,
okay, wait, it gets worse. Okay,
Okay.
so not just like monetizing it, they also they self promote. Additional background on my walk if you want to learn more. This walk is inspired by trashscapes. What do you think a trashscape is, Liz?
I don't even want to know.
My ongoing photography project that started with a simple habit, noticing the accidental compositions of debris and found matter on New York City streets. God, East Village has a lot of them, don't we know it? Over a decade of daily walks, the habit became an archive of what gets left behind. I'm drawn to the way found matter interplays with the city's infrastructure, using it as framing, finding balance in color and form, and making the incidental feel composed. No, this is just trash for the rats. Oh no, we can't be doing this.
If you want to talk
Don't
about,
go on the notice walk.
if you want to, well, okay, it's great that Midwesterners are here and alive and well, because that is definitely something
think
that they
that's
would do in like Michigan or
Okay.
Indiana, where they're like,
Okay.
let's just notice. Let's
Okay.
walk slowly.
Yeah, you're right.
And I'm like, I have places to be. And two, if we want to talk about trash, I recently ran into some of my trash on the
Oh,
street.
tell me about your trash that you ran down the street.
So I was walking home from the gym maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago,
Okay.
and it was classic, like everyone's moving out either on like the 15th or
Sure,
the
sure,
1st of
sure,
the month.
you're right.
And so you see a lot of mattresses, couches out.
yeah.
And so there's a mattress sitting on a like a bed frame.
What intersection are we at for this?
We're on First Ave.
Okay,
For the
okay.
entire world to see,
Oh,
of
wow,
course.
okay, okay.
Maybe like First and 6th.
Okay, nice couch.
Yeah.
Okay, first
Yeah.
and six.
So just bare mattress out there, and I see a bunch of single socks just laying on the mattress.
Oh my God.
I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And then I look and I see a very specific pair of teal underwear,
Okay.
like bunched up, sitting on the mattress.
Okay.
And I go, oh my God, that's my underwear.
your underwear?
That's my underwear.
I'm gonna be honest. A girl knows her underwear.
I know my underwear.
I could see my underwear anywhere and be like, "That's my underwear."
And okay, so I called my mom because I was like,
Okay,
this
yeah,
is gonna sound. Actually, I was on the phone with my mom, and I went, "I'm sorry, this sounds
Yeah.
crazy, but
Yeah.
I just saw my underwear on the side
On
of
the
the street.
street.
And my mom
You're
was like,
"Did you know what happened last night?
What-
Did you get drunk last night?"
no, my mom was like, what were
did
you
you do
doing
last night?
And
Yeah.
I went, Mom, I'm not the kind of girl who's just like leaving underwear places. Like
Sure.
I pay good money for that. It is coming home
Sure,
with me.
it is Victoria's Secret from 2002.
Actually, it was Victoria's Secret Pink from 2017, but
Okay,
you know, so
all
maybe
right,
it did
still-
need to be thrown
Still
out.
9 years. Okay.
Still
okay.
in working condition,
Sure,
shall I
yeah.
say? But yeah, I was like, I cannot believe that I just saw my underwear on this random mattress on move out day, just like on First Avenue. And I'm like, a woman's intuition is never wrong. That was my underwear. I don't even need to look. I knew it.
Did you pick it up?
I didn't.
Okay, good. Yeah.
But my
when we
theory
know, when
is,
you know, you know.
yeah. Well, my mom was like, "Are you like sleeping around? Like, what's going on?" And I,
Do you have any idea?
no,
how that
okay.
works?
What my working theory?
Okay, tell us.
Hypothesize with me right now. I recently took my laundry to go to do like a wash and fold service, you know, where you drop it off,
Yeah.
and which I never do. I always do my own laundry, but I
Sure.
took it there.
That's a good East Village woman.
Yeah. And I think it must have been in that load and got like, you know how sometimes you lose a sock or like someone else's
Yeah.
sock comes
Yeah.
home with your laundry?
Yeah.
I have a feeling that specific pair of underwear got sent home with someone
Oh my God,
else's
the
laundry.
lady
Yeah. But
betrayed
I
you. My
I don't
laundry
know.
lady would never
No, I have
betray me like
a
that.
very
Wow.
serious love-hate relationship with my laundry man.
Okay,
One time we
maybe he
did
that
yell
on
at each other.
purpose.
And he would.
Wait,
and
what
he
did you
would.
yell at your laundry man about?
It's because the washer in my building was broken, and I was like, okay, or no, the dryer was broken. So I
Yeah.
took a 80-pound load of wet, sopping, nasty.
Sure.
Well, it was clean laundry to the laundromat, and I just threw it in the dryer, and he was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you can't do
use
that.
the dryer. Yeah.
And I was like,
that's
please,
Laundromat 101.
please. And he was like, no, you have to pay. And I was like, it's clean. And he was like, I don't care.
know
You have
why
to
that rule exists. To be honest,
I mean, it's
would love
probably
to
like
have
a
a laundry person about this.
sanitize thing, like,
Yeah,
you know.
honestly,
but I was
I
like, I swear to God, it's clean. I just do not have time to like wash it again.
Yeah.
So I went over and I put my card down because I was like, the money isn't the issue, it's the timing.
Yeah.
And I started an empty load, and he got so pissed at me.
You're like, but I paid.
I was like, I paid. I literally paid.
What else could I do for
And
you?
he was not having that. He was like, this one time, but you're never allowed to do it again. And then like a
And you're
couple
like, well, I'm never
weeks
coming
later,
here again, but even
but-
though you're on my block and
yeah,
I have no one else I
and
can go to.
and I need you.
They know
but
you're a monopoly.
no, he does.
Yeah, he
But
does.
then like
He
one
has
day I
power.
walked in with a matcha, and he was like, that looks really good. I was like, do you want me to get you one?
So you got
So-
him a matcha. You got him a piece of what is it called?
An olive branch.
An olive branch.
I did.
Wow.
I did. So
That's fairly nice. That's
But
really
he
nice.
would never like use that and be like, you know what, she is a good person. Like he would absolutely throw my underwear in someone else's laundry and send it home with them.
Honestly, wow, that's
Yeah.
that really brings us back to the noticing walk, which is don't go on it, even though I was fully going to suggest you should do that. So the next thing to do, so I mentioned earlier, we've been really into sports. It's time for the East Village to turn their attention finally to the thing they're really good at, the arts. Okay, so the next time it's not a beautiful day outside, which is literally going to be at the end of this weekend, I think you guys should trade in your sports watching for some arts watching. And I was lucky enough to meet with a guy who is an expert. When I say expert, it's excruciatingly expert when it comes to film watching. He has made a film that has been premiering at nearby Metrograph for the last... oh, God, it feels like month. And I was lucky enough to catch up with him despite all these premieres that have just been happening back to back to back to see exactly what movies in East Village are the ones that we should catch up with, because there are 2 movie theaters in East Village. If you're not familiar, it's Anthology and Angelica East. And he actually had a really good suggestion. So if you're looking to catch some film the next time, rain, flooding, you got to build a Noah's Ark to survive, or I don't know. There's so much air in.
There's so much air.
There's
The
so much
atmosphere
air.
is just.
The atmosphere is so black, and brown and like filled with like sultry coal. Maybe.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, that actually sounded nice, but
Yeah.
it's actually not nice.
That sounds like a jazz bar.
Yeah, it does sound like a jazz bar. So, without further ado, I sat down with Jason Coombs, and he has a lot to say. So I'll let him talk more.
Okay, I am outside of the neighboring neighborhood of East Village, Lower East Side, at one of my favorite venues to see really beautiful art, Metrograph. As you can hear, the Chinese funeral processional is starting right around us, so perfect time for an interview with the head of animation, creative producer of one of my favorite films I've seen in recent memory, Butra. Welcome, Jason Coombs.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Very excited to have you here. So, as I mentioned, a film that I've just really loved seeing. I've seen it twice. I liked it so much I'd see it 2 more times if I could, and I can, because Butra is playing here at Metrograph. And tell me a little bit about the film.
So Bushra is a animated film created entirely in the open source software Blender. Directed by Mariam Benani and Orion Barkey, and produced by myself and my longtime collaborator John Michael Bowling. It tells the semi-autobiographical story about a queer woman from Morocco living in New York City, although in the case of our film, everybody is anthropomorphic animals, so it's actually about a queer coyote living in New York City. And she is a filmmaker herself, and she is dealing with a relationship, exploring the tensions with her mother over the course of 9 years following her coming out. And it's a really unique and beautiful mix of documentary and animation. And like you mentioned, it is playing at Metrograph. It keeps selling out, which is great, but there are
Get your tickets.
upcoming dates available on July 27th and July 28th. So please keep coming out and keep selling out those screenings so that we keep adding more.
Yeah, definitely. And there's actually 2 other screenings this weekend that I have sold out, but I've had the luck of going to Metrograph and being like, hey, it's just me. Do you have anything? And sometimes they do. So if you can only go this weekend, give it a go, because Butra is definitely worth your time. I wish we could dive more into why I love it so much, but this is not a podcast for the diving into Butra, but for East Village residents. So tell me about your time. I would like to say that Jason is not just a filmmaker, but he is a film lover. He has seen more films than maybe anyone I've met in my life. And what do you call them? Film heads? What are they called here?
They call them cinephiles.
I see. Would you say that you're a cinephile?
In the strictest sense, because the word means lover of film, I would say that I am a cinephile.
And I would say a very bona fide one at that. So, tell me about East Village. What's the East Village film scene like? What do you got for us?
East Village has a lot of really important filmmaking history between the theaters that are over there, as well as films that have been shot there and filmmakers from there. Famously, there is the Village East by Angelica, which I don't frequent a ton because I do tend to prioritize projections on 35 millimeter prints, and they don't do quite as much of that, but they do some excellent ones there. I've been lucky to catch some great screenings in the past, and particularly I love they have this really, really beautiful theater, the Jaffe Art Theater, which is this old theater with a really beautiful the ceiling, I guess, it's just a really large, almost operatic type theater.
Yeah, it does.
And it's just a gorgeous theater to see movies in. I was lucky enough to see 2001: A Space Odyssey there on 70 millimeter many years ago. It was an incredibly memorable movie experience for me. And multiple times in the last few years, I've gone to catch another Kubrick film, Barry Lyndon, on 35 millimeter there. I never pass up the opportunity to watch that. But probably more frequently, I go to Anthology Film Archives, which is a very important location in the East Village. It's been in that location since 1979. It was originally in NoHo, briefly in Soho, but then they moved into what is now known as the Courthouse Theater. It was an old municipal court, and it was started by a lot of these old sort of avant-garde independent filmmakers like Jonas Mekas and Stan Brakhage, and it plays a really important role in preserving old films and supporting truly independent filmmakers, not independent film in the way that we think of like Neon Pictures or A24 or these large distribution houses that brand themselves that way, but people that are really working with no budget and just labor of love type filmmaking. And what's also very cool about Anthology Film Archives is it's appeared in many films as well. Very famously in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2, they actually use the exterior as Dr. Octopus's laboratory, which is a very funny little cameo it plays. More recently, there's a film I really love called A Different Man, and there's a scene where Sebastian Stan can be seen walking past Anthology Film Archives, and the movie also even features John Klaxman, who is a programmer and archivist at Anthology. He plays a small role in the movie as well. So yeah, they play a really diverse mix of stuff. They've got this great sort of like avant-garde Western series that's been going on that I recommend people check out. And they also do what's called the Essential Cinema program, which runs year-round playing all kinds of classic movies. Upcoming soon, there's some Charlie Chaplin films that will be playing. They play everything from Maya Deren to Louise Buñuel and Orson Welles and anything you can think of that's sort of classic cinema. And in fact, if you get the membership, which I highly recommend, it's only $75 and it goes towards a great nonprofit organization. And all of the Essential Cinema screenings are actually free with that membership. So definitely plugging that as well.
And that's $75 a year?
$75 annually.
And as many movies as you want to see.
You get discounted tickets for their sort of main slate selections, and then, like I said, in the Essential Cinema, all completely free included in that.
And so the Essential Cinema is more of the independent, films that you were just talking about?
It's a lot. Yes, it includes a lot of that
stuff?
for sure. Yes, a lot of the archival stuff. There's definitely a lot of Stan Brakhage, Jonas Mekas. It's just sort of like what has been curated to be considered almost like a film 101. So it's mostly older things, largely on prints. It wouldn't include your newer releases. But again, even with the membership, I think the new releases end up being like $8 a ticket. So
that's pretty good. It's cheaper than Metrograph.
Yeah, it's cheaper than pretty much anyone else's membership at this point. So it's one of the best in town, best bangs for your buck.
And so the main slate, it's never had a meta moment where they've shown the film that featured Anthology.
I'm sure they have played some things there, to be honest. I don't think they'd play something as big as Spider-Man 2. But there's, Ken Jacobs, who made many, many shorts. There's one of his shorts I think it's titled something like Outside Anthology Film Archives. And it's just a
funny
series of photos of, Ken and Flo Jacobs outside of Anthology. And they did screen that recently during their Ken and Flo Jacobs retrospective.
So how long has Anthology been there? Are you sure?
In that location, it's been there since 1979.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, what are you excited about seeing in Anthology coming up?
Coming up, there's a few things. I'm definitely going to catch some of the Charlie Chaplins. Like I said, those will be free with my membership, so I'm not going to miss those. There's definitely some of those Westerns that are playing. I want to see The Last Movie by Dennis Hopper. I've never seen that. There's also some other classics coming up, like Strangers on a Train by Alfred Hitchcock is playing toward the end of the month, or toward the end of August, I should say. And I believe there's also a Naruse film that will be playing next month that I am excited to see. But I mean, it's such a diverse programming. I couldn't tell you everything. I'd have to pull up their calendar, which I recommend everyone go and do on their website.
If you were just dipping your toes into becoming interested in film, where would you first start with Anthology? Like the Charlie Chaplins, the Ken Jacobs, what would you tell them to go dive into first?
I mean, definitely the essential cinema I think is great, and I do think, something like Charlie Chaplin is timeless. I think some of the more avant-garde cinema they play, such as Ken Jacobs, Stan Brakhage, Jonas Mekas, can be a little more challenging if you aren't as well versed in film. Some of those films are very abstract, can be very slow, completely silent, meaning like not even with a musical score, like truly you'll be sitting in a room in total silence just watching abstract images for up to 2 or 3 hours. So that's certainly not for everybody. Even some of those films are still challenging to me, but I like to challenge myself. So if you also like to challenge yourself, you should give some of that stuff a shot.
I think a lot of East Village people like to challenge themselves, and one thing that you mentioned earlier is that a lot of filmmakers and films were made in the East Village. Has there been any films that you've seen recently about the East Village or that were shot in the East Village that you really liked?
Yeah, and there's one that I really love that I know that you saw it recently as well, which is Smithereens.
Great film.
Smithereens is a great movie by Susan Seidelman, and it tells sort of this story of this young woman from Jersey who sort of moves to New York to sort of find her way in the punk scene of NYC, and it's great because she's not a likable character, sort of an early example of a woman sort of being in many ways detestable and doing things that we've seen male characters do numerous times on film, but it was sort of groundbreaking to portray it from a woman's perspective, and it's very humorous. It's very loving and caring, and it shows a really cool portrait of East Village, pre-gentrification.
The apartments and inside the apartments is really neat to see.
Yeah, so you get a lot of great interiors and exteriors, and it also features famous punk musician Richard Hell in a role, who I don't know if he's from East Village, but I would guess that
Assume
he
that
is.
he played there,
yes,
at the very least.
Totally. And speaking of East Village musicians, I also a huge fan of Jeffrey Lewis, who is a East Village lifer, grew up in East Village and is a big part of what's called the anti-folk scene.
Cool.
And he's written many songs about New York and about East Village in particular. Sings about growing up on St. Mark's and has a song called Keep It Chill in the Eastville. One of his earlier albums is almost entirely songs about Manhattan and East Village, and he very much keeps in a tradition of like Lou Reed in that way of writing about telling stories about New York City and particularly East Village.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, you have not been to East Village if you have yet to go to one of the punk shows in Thompson Square Park. It is quite the scene. The music scene at East Village is a strong one. Jason, one more time, where can we see Bushra this weekend and next week?
Bushra is playing this weekend and next week at Metrograph, which is not in the East Village,
But close by. You can walk there.
You can walk. I've walked many times from Anthology to Metrograph. You can do it in, 10 to 15 if you got long legs, 20 to 25 if you're a
like me, short legs.
bit slower walker and got those short legs. But yeah, keep on coming out, and hopefully we'll keep adding shows.
Yeah, and you can check out your Charlie Chaplin and then get your animation films in. I think that would be a great weekend lineup. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Wow, so thankful for Jason to inform us on all the beautiful art scene that you can see in East Village now that sports are dead in the East Village. They are dead.
Because it wasn't there before.
Because they weren't there before. The art scene stopped as soon as Jalen Brunson shot a 3 in the playoffs.
Exactly.
That's how it works.
Exactly.
Okay, so our next segment here was going to be Liz. What's literally happening? Yeah, come on in, guys. Come on in. Yes, I know you want to come in. This is called East Village Yappers. We are talking about the East Village over community radio. Do you guys live, work, or play in the East Village by chance? You live in Brooklyn, but you play in East Village. You're here. Okay. Do you guys have specifically, what was one of the questions that I had, Liz? That was not the other question. But maybe a favorite cocktail. Where are you headed to tonight?
Oh, we don't know. We're just...
Oh, you're just, can I make a suggestion? You should go to Oddball across the street. It's like really good cocktails.
So we actually just came from Alma Bar.
You just came from Alma Bar.
Oh.
Here, give him the microphone. Yeah, we're gonna have you so that you can talk. Everyone can hear.
We went to Odd Bar a
Oddball.
year ago.
Oddball?
Oh, Oddball.
And it
A
was
year
good?
ago.
Did we?
A
Yeah,
year
that's
ago.
where we went before. We went to
To the New York?
The other
to the
hideout.
York.
Yeah, the York. York's
Yeah,
good burger.
Yeah.
It's a good burger.
Good wine bar at Oddball, right?
No, it's a good cocktail bar. They have
Cocktail?
savory cocktail. Oh, Amma. You're thinking
I'm
of
talking about-
Amma.
hold on. No, we just came from Alma.
Okay, you
I'm talking
came from
about Oddball.
Oddball.
Yeah.
That's a cocktail bar.
It's a cocktail bar. We had wine last time we were there.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
shame because they do really good different cocktails. If you're looking for like a savory, or they do it like a big like no waste cocktail
Okay.
scene. So that's really cool. So if you're into anything like interesting to try and experiment with, that's your spot.
And what's the vibe here?
What this is a radio show, a community radio show.
Oh, this is live.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about like news, and then we also have someone wrote in for advice. Do you want to come in? Do you want to stay for the advice?
What's the advice? What's the question?
Well, I haven't read it yet, so I don't
Read
know.
the question.
I'm
and
going in
then I'll
raw.
decide if I stay or not.
Okay, it's kind of long. Are you gonna stick with me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I received some fan mail, if you will, last week. It's a person who wrote in the subject of the email, "My old roommate's old roommate." Okay. Yeah.
Been
I
there.
really figured out over it, but I wanted to be a little bit raw in reading it. So here it is. Dear East Village Yappers, my current roommate, Georgia, so that's her name, had the juiciest breakup with her last roommate, Lauren. Georgia and Lauren lived together from late 2020 to early 2022 in a second floor walk up on 9th Street. They were friends before moving to the East Village because they were both in the same ex-Mormon support group here in the city. Lauren was far more religious than Georgia. She didn't drink or have sex. And in November of 2021, Georgia found herself in a situationship with Paul, but was sure to keep Paul and her sexual relationship to his apartment as to respect Lauren's religious beliefs. However, one day, Georgia came home from work and found Lauren and Paul having anal sex in the living room. Georgia tells me this is because a lot of Mormons want to have sex and think of sex in a mainly heteronormative way. But that wasn't the craziest part. After the confrontation, Georgia never spoke with Paul again and immediately began looking for a new apartment. In true East Village tradition, Georgia wasn't on the lease, so backing out would be an easy-to-find via Facebook group gypsy housing situation. However, due to COVID, finding a roommate immediately wasn't quite an option, so they kept living together for a few months. Right around the holidays, so I'm guessing 21 holidays. Georgia came home around 3 a.m. from work, locked the door using the keychain. I guess that meant like the chain thing, and went immediately to bed. Around 5 a.m., she woke up because there was banging on her window and on her fire escape. So we're on 9th Street, second floor apartment. So, okay. On her fire escape that appeared to be a homeless man in her window. So she started screaming. After the fear left her body, she realized the man was yelling at her to look down. And when she looked down, there was Lauren screaming up at the apartment. Georgia grabbed her phone, and she had 2 missed calls from Lauren and 2 texts. The texts were saying that Georgia had chain locked the door and she needed to wake her up to let Lauren inside. When Lauren was let inside, she pushed Georgia to the ground and said she was locked out in the cold on purpose, and she was forced to hire a guy sleeping on the street for $5 to break into her fire escape window. For context, there were many times leading up to the anal sex incident with Georgia and Paul where Georgia would come home to a chain locked door herself. Georgia would just go back to the bar where she worked and wait for Lauren to wake up or go to one of the 24-hour diners in the neighborhood. Georgia had a hard time getting to sleep that night and therefore was late to work the next day. And so she went into work and she told her coworkers the reason she was late. And one of the coworkers said, "Wait, so that's so crazy because someone posted on Reddit about this very incident and pulled up the trending story on Reddit for the day of Am I the Asshole Reddit. Georgia's coworker clicked on the username who posted the story to find that the other post from this user coined Sub for You was selling their underwear on Reddit, asking for information about where to pick up men in Times Square. And then a few posted various subreddits asking people in the comments where the best place to have sex in public was in New York City, to which the answer was most commonly the Standard Hotel in Chelsea, for those wondering. Georgia moved out, thankfully, and went home for the holidays, and then crashed on a friend's couch after that for a few weeks before coming in and moving in with me at the end of January 2021. We've been great roommates ever since, and I can certify that I've not hired anyone to climb our fire escape to our 4th floor walk-up on 2nd Avenue, but she definitely has some trauma. Any advice on how to handle her trauma? Okay, you're going to deal with that. That was like, I felt like we were on like a...
My first and only question was it the Mormon girl who was having anal sex?
It was the Mormon girl. Well, they were both Mormons. One seems to be more ex-Mormon than the other. And so, yes, it was the more conservative one having anal sex.
What is the question?
The question is on how to, like, relate to her roommate who's just went through what I just told you.
You don't have to relate to them. It's New York. Like,
It's New York.
You know, just keep moving and you'll find a new roommate.
Oh, so it's to replace her.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's
crazy, right?
That's their friends?
What did she say? Give her the mic. Let her.
No, it's okay.
Sounds like they're friends.
Oh, yeah, it sounds like they're friends. Yeah.
I
They
don't know.
like each
That's
other?
just that
So
you
it's
just gotta
fine. Listen.
keep moving. Carry on.
I don't know. They
They
didn't put their
sound young.
age.
They sound
Yeah, they sound young.
like late 20s at this point.
Okay, so
maybe.
let me ask you this: what would you do if you were asleep and then suddenly someone who looks like they've been sleeping on the street is in? Wait, why are you laughing? You have a story about this?
No, because I'm just not the person to do that too, and
What would you do?
I just like my reactions. I'd probably call my mother. Like,
I like that how she's laughing.
Yeah, she
and now
knows.
she's on the couch over there. She's like, no, you're
she
just
knows.
gonna call your mom.
Yeah,
That's
like that's
really funny.
not. I'd call the cops, and then I'd call my mother.
Sure. And then just to realize it was your roommate the whole time, who's hired someone to
Yeah.
get into your fire escape. That's crazy.
What's your question?
For $5.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I think this is a good point. Yes.
Yeah. The crazy thing is, oh, bye.
Thank you so much for stopping in. Enjoy the rest of y'all's date night. And I hope no one climbs into your fire escape.
Okay, well, the crazy thing is she only called and texted twice. Two
I
calls,
think
two
that's
texts.
crazy.
No.
Two calls,
and
two texts, and then you say,
And then you send
I'm
someone
gonna
up?
hire like someone sleeping on the street.
No, you called 10 times minimum. 20, I would be like, okay, that's reasonable.
Okay,
she called
like
20 times. She had to do something.
Sure.
But 2 calls?
She had to like.
I can't get over
Drop
the $5.
down.
Like, just $5? Couldn't do like 10
I
to
will
break
say,
into an apartment?
I will
Or
say,
like,
if he's right and she's young, maybe she's hot, and so he was just.
Oh,
thankful
true,
For like a hot,
true.
I don't know. I'm gonna say some hot privilege here, maybe.
I actually had to break into my own apartment a
Oh
few
yeah.
weeks ago.
What
and
happened?
Yeah.
What?
It-
Okay.
It's like scarily easy, Like
that's sad.
I just got a ladder and
Yeah.
I climbed up the fire escape
Wait,
and
where
I opened
did you get the ladder?
from my neighbor Mitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had a ladder.
Got it.
And then I climbed up
Thank
the
God
back.
you know your neighbors.
I know, it was
There's
really
strength in
nice.
community, everyone.
Community, it's important.
That's why we have East Village Yappers.
But yeah, it's really easy to break into my apartment, and now I'm a little nervous about that.
Yeah, that's not great.
Why didn't she have the guy like give her a lift and break into her own apartment?
That's actually a good point.
Why was her immediate thought like, did she have like bags? Was
Or
she
she
like
didn't want to be touched by this person, which means that she didn't care if this person harmed her roommate.
wow.
Sounds like this person's kind of selfish. I mean, I also think
It
there is a
does.
special kind of person who posts on "Am I the asshole?" Because you're already posting on the asshole because you feel like you're the asshole.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, this
not
is
going there
like
if I
this is
don't
like the
think I'm
people
the
that have
asshole.
ChatGPT as their like therapist.
Yes.
It's like you just want a sounding board where someone can be like, you know what, you were totally right, and they're acting insane.
Yeah. You're actually completely. Yeah. Go on.
No, it's complete self-tell. And it's
Yeah.
also like with the ChatGPT thing, it's like you can write a story any which way. Like I'm sure Lauren's version of this story is like, my roommate was so annoying and she locked me
Sure,
out and she was
sure.
so mean and she was dating this horrible guy
And
that
ChatGPT
and
will
then-
tell you, like, yeah, you're right.
you're so right. You're valid, queen. Good luck.
Oh my God. Guys, if you are listening to this, do not put this podcast or whatever, sorry, excuse me, radio show. We are not a podcast. We are not the internet. We
Respectfully.
stream respectfully to those who podcast. I don't think I listen to one podcast, and I'm not going to represent them here today.
Oh, I listened to like 18 podcasts.
You listen to 18 podcasts?
Yeah,
What
all
are
in the
they?
manosphere, like really toxic
Oh,
stuff.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
wow,
I'm
that's
kidding.
actually really interesting.
Wouldn't
You
that be
should.
awesome? I'm trying to
should.
become a conservative male influencer. I think
Yeah.
like with a man AI avatar, I could be really successful.
I think you could.
You
I'm
see
here
it,
for
right?
this.
You see
I
it.
see it. Like, I really believe that.
Yeah, I think I could grift so hard. I could make so much money, and then I would do my big reveal, and it's like, actually, I'm a woman. How do you guys feel now?
Ha ha ha. Actually, we were just talking about how to hustle around East Village. We were giving people some advice.
We were.
Have you ever heard of Pickle? You ever heard of Pickle? The app?
Pickle the app. I thought you meant the food.
Oh yeah. Well.
No, what's
That's
that?
also. Okay, we'll tell you about it after because you can make rent, according to Liz, in the course of 2 years. Or it's also not a long time. Okay, so with that being said, we have one more segment here that I need to cue up the music for, and oh my God, it's the news. You know?
It's very official sounding.
This is actually soundtrack. Look, there's no copyright issues here. Okay, so I'm going to turn this a little bit down, but I want it to still be going for us. To remind us of some things that are happening around the East Village. Again, if you know anything happening around the East Village, call us at 213-1965. So I slid into Liz's DMs last week because there was this viral video of a man on a skateboard on St. Mark's. I forgot. You're right. The replay is after. Okay. Yeah, that was good. I don't even know who anchors ABC News tonight anymore. That's how irrelevant Evening News is, if anyone cares. So hyper local news here. There was a guy on a skateboard. He was skating on St. Mark's, which by the way is usually a closed street. And there was a car going along, and I guess he somehow made the guy on the skateboard feel threatened in some way. And so the guy got off the skateboard and started using his skateboard to bash in the driver's side window of the car, and he shattered the entire window. It
it's
was
crazy.
very violent. Like, I'm not going to play it we're not streaming, but I wouldn't even play the
Yeah.
audio. It's that
Yeah.
bad. So Liz, who do you think was in the right?
At first, I'm thinking pound to pound. The car, I'm thinking, is in the wrong. But then, after a little more reading and another watch, the guy on the skateboard, they're looking for him. I don't know if you know that. Yeah. Because, like, the guy got out of his car.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I'm going to describe
Maybe
the video.
describe the video. Yeah,
The
go
guy
on.
is, like, trying to parallel park into a spot, and I think the skateboarder, like,
He's doing tricks.
maybe was gonna like get hit or did get tapped by the car or something, and then uses the skateboard, hits the car, shatters the windshield, there's like a couple inside of this Mercedes, and the guy starts like using his car like he's gonna actually like
This is
hit
on
the
St.
guy.
Mark's. Let's
Yes,
remember
he
this.
starts like throwing it in
It's
reverse.
a closed street. I just want to
extremely
really
fast.
reiterate that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then eventually gets out of the car and is like, hey, they get into a physical altercation, and the skateboard guy ends up hitting the car guy with the skateboard in his head.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
and
an
then gets
insanely violent
car
video.
guy in a headlock.
Yes.
And has him on the ground. The guy, the like wife or girlfriend or whatever, is like, stop, stop, stop. There's people standing around trying to break it up, and the skateboard guy would not let loose. He was like there
Skateboard
for.
guy was obviously the alpha. I hate to say it if you're listening.
He was
SUV
out for
guy.
souls. He was
Yeah.
collecting
He
souls
was
that
out-
night.
Yeah, he was out for souls.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like, I just feel like when I watch the video, you know, my mother always taught me one thing about when driving: pedestrians always have the right of way.
That's so true. What if they got
Skateboarders
wheels?
are dead. I'm just kidding. She didn't say that. She probably would in spirit say that because she hated any sense of rebellion.
Yeah.
But, you know, maybe the skateboarder was in the right for the mere fact that it was a closed street. But that type of reaction, I mean, I get it. Like, I was borrowing a car last week, borrowing big quotes, and I saw a guy in front of me hit a biker on the side of the street.
Yeah.
And I saw this all happening live, and the biker was like really furious. And I've been in situations where I'm like, oh my God, that car almost hit me. Fuck you, car. But then, like, after 30 seconds,
You're like,
relaxed.
oh, it's actually not that
okay,
serious.
it's not
I'm
fight or
alive.
flight. Yeah, I'm alive,
Yeah.
whatever. But what I really loved about this biker, and I feel like what the skateboarder could have used in this moment, was a community. All of a sudden, all these other bike delivery guys wrapped around him, and within 10 seconds, he had at least 5 other bike delivery guys who were like, no, fuck you, driver, get the fuck out of here. And therefore, the biker guy didn't have to fight. There was no, the resolve was just that the driver drove away.
That's what elephants do when they feel like there's
yeah?
a threat. They surround their babies. Yeah. So it was kind of like all the DoorDash drivers.
Yeah, but this poor skateboarder, where's the skate community? They're all
Yeah,
punks,
where's the
Where are
skate?
they?
They're on St. Mark's. I know they are there
Yeah, they
because
truly are. And he's closed street in New York City. They're on Canal too.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, so if any point you have some tea or you just want to yap with us, be sure to stop by High Net Radio on Avenue B in order to ensure your audio is there. But if you want to give me your take at 917-231-1965 on our Diet Coke phone. Sorry to Doc Holidays if you read the sorry to Doc Holidays if you read that New York Groove article. I don't know if anyone read it.
No.
It's basically how the bartenders are complaining that people don't want to drink anymore. They just want Diet Coke. So true, though.
So
true.
good,
So
though.
true.
Okay, but
Yeah, go on.
okay, but some bars have started charging like $15
No, it's like
for any
$5
cocktails
for a Diet Coke.
Yeah, and I just think okay, you should have a cheap drink behind the bar.
Yes,
you
you're
should
right.
have an option for people with no money.
It doesn't need to be free, but I think like a $2-3. Why am I paying $12 for a Diet Coke? Also, you're not going to give me a refill. If you're going to charge me
Oh, yeah, the
$12,
refill is
I better
is
get a
second
free
charge.
refill.
It is
Yeah.
a second charge.
I need a big gulp cup like they have at the movies.
Oh, God, yes.
That's
Or like if
necessary.
you ever go to a gas station with a styrofoam cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if they started selling Slurpees in bars? Those are non-alcoholic. You
That's
can
actually
charge
a
more
really
for
good
them.
idea.
They're filling.
A little bit
I
more.
would pay $12 for a Diet Coke slushie.
That's a great idea, actually.
Doc Holidays,
Doc Holidays, listen up.
take note.
We've got you. We've got you. Just
Slushy puppy. We'll get them on the line.
I don't think they have a margarita frozen situation. I think they're just like an old school, but they could just get cans and slosh them around. My cousin actually just told me, she just texted me while we were in this interview. She was like, hot take, but I like cans more than I like fountain Diet Coke. And I was like, that's
Get out.
offensive. I
Get
think you're
out.
excommunicated from the family. Shunned.
But we can all agree that bottle is top tier, right?
I mean, I don't know that. I think fountain is top tier, but this type of bottle, this is what you see here, the Diet Coke phone. Yeah. I mean, that's like bougie.
That's bougie Diet Coke. That's the fancy stuff
So
with
when
the
you-
real fake sugar.
Well,
the
when you
fake
go
real
to the
sugar.
new restaurants in East Village,
fake real sugar.
fake real sugar. It is fake real sugar. You're totally right.
Yeah,
like
it's the
Coke-
nice aspartame, the stuff they get from that other countries
Soho
allow.
House.
Yeah, the stuff you can serve in Europe. No, you can't serve any Diet Coke in Europe
I know,
because it's
so
so
sad.
poisonous.
It's so, I had to. Yeah,
Oh.
that's so sad.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, when you come to Europe with me,
Did you guys see the viral video about the woman who was coming from like Jersey or Long Island to Europe and she had a suitcase full of Diet Cokes?
Okay, that's dependency.
It was so awesome.
That's
That would be my
addiction.
mother.
Yeah, that's your mother. Well, if you are interested in the Diet Coke addiction and taking it to Europe, you can call 917-231-1965 and tell us how you're going to do it. Okay, so we have some other news is actually really unlikely to ever hear about East Village, so we should celebrate it while we can because this guy's not going to last much longer. This is an unlikely story of a lovely landlord. I know that's really hard to admit. But I checked out Evie Grieve's article, and by the way, we are huge fans of Evie Grieve. So if you're listening, be sure to check out eviegrieve.com. That's Grieve, like as in I have grievances to deal with all of you. So you know that building on Avenue B in 4th? The big colorful one?
Yes, the pink one.
Yes.
With the like
Yes.
gold.
And we know
what is it
we
called?
love
Like
it.
bells and whistles. The
Yes, the bells
accoutrements.
and accoutrements of gold and silver.
Embellishments. I think that's the word I was
Yes,
looking for.
embellishments. Well, last week it turned white. I know. But thankfully, the good people over at Evie Grieve spoke to the landlord, and he's assured us it's just actually a primer. Yeah, that's right.
Thank God.
And this is just part of his every half a decade cleanup situation. He does this with his son, and him and his son get together. Isn't this so cute? Him and his son get together to pick out the new colors, and then they mix them together, and they paint it. This is like a 7-story building. Like, it's actually really impressive that he does this himself.
That might violate OSHA laws, though. Like, they would really have
What
to
if
be
they do
belted
it? What if
in.
they just like lean outside the...
No, you need for 7 stories. You need scaffolding.
I'm not here
for
to
that.
speak on. I'm being not real on the stories. I didn't look up the story count, so false news here. So this man has a labor of love. Obviously, he bought the building originally in 1992, and it has X amount of apartments. To your point, and he took them one by one and renovated them himself before they were up to code, and then he started renting them out. I think it's just really sweet. You don't hear landlords doing this
I
anymore.
love him.
I know.
And you're going to say next, like, he's renting them out for like $3 a month.
Yeah, they're
right?
$3 a month. Exactly.
Oh my God!
So if you guys want to get in now,
That's
but
such a good deal.
the most important part of this story is the colors. Do you guys want to take a guess at what you think the color is going to be this time?
I want it to be like a lime green, but not like a brat green, more like a, what is it called? Like chartreuse? No, is that a red? What?
A Kelly green?
No, like a lime, like the lime lips. You know, you probably don't know that mean.
No, I don't know that.
Chartreuse is green, and I was just thinking that because I feel
Okay,
like
so you
the
think green.
opposite of pink is green. Like that's a new level.
Level it up.
Okay, well, he's diving deeper. He's red, gold, and 2 shades of burgundy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
2 shades?
2 shades.
Why stop there?
Yeah, why stop there? Why not every story be a different shade of burgundy? So if you have a lovely landlord, you should call us 917-231-1965. There is no guarantee you will be heard. Okay. So, oh look, we have a friend from. Also, we just talked about the New York Groove. Do you remember the Diet Coke story from Doc Holiday's? Of course I do. Oh, okay. Do you want to come over here and talk about that? We're just talking about how Diet Coke and you're not allowed to.
Well, no,
discuss.
I don't remember that one as well because I didn't write it or edit it, but I remember we
Yeah, you
really
remember
liked
it. Well, we're just talking about news in East Village. It's kind of appropriate that you're here.
Right.
But do you remember, and it's okay if you say no, because I have another segment we can go to, which is, do you remember the 4 Indian restaurants that all competed against
Yeah, of
each
course I
other?
do.
Okay, great. Okay, so I did some light research today because I was walking around last week, and I passed by the 4 Indian restaurants, but obviously there's only 2 now.
Right.
So when I first moved here in 2016, it was rumored that they were run by 4 competitive brothers who also shared a kitchen. And then, so that was Pana 2, Milan, Spice Wala, and Royal Bangladesh. And Royal Bangladesh closed in 2022. Milan closed at the end of 2020. And Pana 2 took over its side and became the second dining room. And they got this weird Instagram famous. Do you remember this? And there was like a line around the block. And you literally would stay for 90 minutes trying to go to Pana 2. Pana, I don't even know. And people were like, we don't care. It's not good. We want to be in the scene.
That's fascinating. I mean, I remember going
It was
to
like
them.
a brief 9-month period.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
Instagram for you. You know.
I know, because when I went to them, you just went.
Yeah, you just went,
There
and they
was
were
no-
all begging
There
you
was
to
no
go.
right. They would yell at you from the
Right.
street.
Well, it's cooled down, obviously, and I was walking by the other day, and so Milan's the top right, and on the top left was Panatu is on the top right, and on the top left is Milan, and they always kept the sign up, but they've recently replaced it with this very like millennial friendly, very like cozy, cute font typeface, and it has this like curtain involved, and it says Milan. And I kind of want to like check it out and see if it's coming back. Do you think that they would ever come back?
Well, you said that like at least one of the restaurants is still around. I mean, it's never going to be the same. 'Cause it's
Panatu's
never gonna
around.
be, right. So it's never going to be the same in the sense of like there were 4.
Sure. 4 brothers, as
right,
the urban
and
legend
all
had
4. Yeah, I guess that's the only thing is like I walked past the other day and I was like, oh yeah, that's where there were the 4 restaurants. That's too bad. They're gone.
Yeah.
I remember the lights, the low ceilings.
Oh
Lights,
yeah,
like,
you
hung
mean the
down at you.
tassels or?
Yeah, the whole
I guess
thing.
I should say confetti. It was really beautiful. I'm sorry
yeah.
that you never got to go.
Oh, you never went, Celia?
No.
Oh.
I never made it.
Yeah, you
yeah.
have to share a mic.
No, I never made it, but maybe I'll go to the updated millennial version. I really love some grige and plain fonts.
I'm sure that it's still fun in the one that exists.
It looks like something coming to Mexico City soon. Like that's the vibe I'm getting. You know,
Oh.
like hey, we've taken over your neighborhood. Get over it. You're gonna pay $20 for a cocktail and $5 for a Diet Coke. Yeah. You know, but that's the cost of running these businesses these days.
So they say.
So they say.
I just think like we could have creative solutions, like the slushy idea, maybe charging people random amounts for entry and entering them into a lottery.
Wait, is
of
this like a vibe
sorts.
check? Like when you go to Basement in Ridgewood?
Yeah, it
So
could
it's
be
like
one of those.
You know what? You get in for free, but like
But
you,
everyone else has to
$20.
pay. Yeah. Or they have carnival games.
Oh.
Where they charge very highly for them. And
Dock
they
Holidays
target
could get
drunk
behind this sort of
customers.
camp. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
I think it would be fun.
I guess that maybe the places with the lines can do that. I don't think that if I tried to go to a place and they were like, we are going to determine how much you have to pay to walk inside, I would probably go eat somewhere else.
Yeah, I think that's how most New Yorkers feel.
They might ban that soon if they ban algorithmic pricing based on personal data.
That's then they have to
Now
let
that's the
everybody
type of
into
Mamdani
basement.
law that I want to see.
He didn't get into basement, and so now they're gonna make it so everybody has to get into basement.
Oh, well, I'm so glad that you're thinking about dancing spots because I did not prepare this for you already. Okay, so we are joined by Dave from the New York group.
Yes.
Wow, you didn't think I was going to play this song, did you?
I didn't know that anybody got any songs, so
Okay,
in
so
that sense.
now that you're here,
Right.
we're going to play you a little game.
Oh, I thought I was just here to talk about basketball.
No, basketball's. I don't know that Lonnie's Village. They want to hear you rant and they want to hear you rave.
Oh boy, I got invited here under false pretenses.
Okay, yeah, you did. So we're gonna play a game of rant and rave. Feel free to join.
Oh boy.
And I'm just gonna give you a topic, and you're gonna
man.
either rant or you're gonna rave about it, or you can do both. So I have both for all of the topics here in case you run into a situation where you can't remember things that are specific to the East Village.
Oh,
okay?
boy.
So here we go. All right. On East Village places to dance.
Does it count the drum? Does that
Drum.
count? It's yeah, but is that like the East Village or is that
Where
too
is it? What's it?
It's on it's like across the street from Niagara.
From Niagara. Oh yeah.
It's across the street from Niagara.
Yeah.
Yeah, drum is fun. I did we had a lot of fun there. I went to a Turkish disco
Oh, okay, that's
there
unique.
with my boxing coach who
Oh, wow.
he's Turkish, and I told him
Oh,
about it and I was like, you got to go, and he was like, no,
We
we have to
go.
go. So I brought a bunch of
negotiating.
my friends and him, and we went this was last year, and the whole time that we were there, it was all Turkish people, and at one point like more than once, like a couple people were like, are you guys Turkish? And we were like, no. And they're like, what are you doing here? And then I was like, well, here's my boxing coach, and he's Turkish. And then he was like, and then my boxing coach would be like, he told me about this. He brought me here. And they were like even more confused. So that was a lot of fun. But then we also went to, we saw like kind of the different ways that they treat the different crowds at these things. Because I think drum is like, they do a lot of like world music, Middle Eastern, things,
Sure.
Turkish disco, whatever. But they also did like an indie dance night.
I
Oh
love
yeah,
indie
so you
dancing.
came to right. So when we would go to that, like for drum, it would be like free bag check, free water, whatever, and then the indie dance night, they were like, bag checks $5 and you have to pay for water and everything else. Which I mean, whatever, I get it. Or that's how they figure the different crowds are going to pay for things. But yeah, I really like that. And actually, whenever with the couple times that we went, there looked like there was really good dancing in the back of Niagara. Both times we've gone. Is
Wait,
it
you have
not
something
good?
to say about Niagara dancing? Is this your rant?
Well, when I was 22, would
Sure.
go to Niagara a lot.
Sure, yeah.
And it was also a lot of people between the ages, I would say 16 and a half and
Sure.
22.
Yeah.
And, I had a great time, but isn't that like why that BuzzFeed couple broke up? Like that
Wait,
dude cheated
what?
on his wife at
Wait,
Niagara?
tell us more.
You guys didn't hear about this?
No,
The
this
Try
is an East
Guys,
Village
yeah.
toss-up. This is what
I
we
didn't know
need
that the
it.
Try Guys breakup it originated in Niagara. And to be clear, we've never hung out, and we've just heard the DJ in the back, and we've been like, oh, that sounds like it's pretty good. But I did notice that it was children relative to our age.
It's unfortunately a lot of children. And now that I'm no longer a child, I'm not going there.
I mean, listen, they deserve a place to be. So yeah, that's.
We all deserve a place to be.
I think those are the two, basically, the dancing spots have gone to around here. Yeah, drum. I've been waiting for the return of Turkish disco, and it just the drinks are very expensive there. I will say it's like crazy, but if you're on drugs, I guess it's a little bit less of a problem.
Well, that's kind of the point of dancing.
Right.
Is that the
but
code?
It's yeah, you do that, but like then if you want like a beer or something, or
Sure. To help calm you down from the drugs.
or just do that because that's what you're doing when you're
I remember going to an indie dance night, a disco dance night at Drum, but it wasn't Turkish disco. It was 70s disco. And there was this guy who had driven up with like his wife and his buddies. And I guess his friend was driving him and dropping him off. So instead of waiting in line with everybody, because I got a free ticket, so I had to wait in line to like get in before 11, he played like blasted disco music out of his car and was dancing on the sidewalk the entire time while waiting in line. It was so sick.
I was going to say, that's the way to avoid the cover,
I guess that is, I'm sure that's fun to do when you're doing it, but I used to live above a club, and people, sometimes they would get kicked out of the club, and their big thing, they'd be like, oh yeah, well, I'll show you, I'll just pull my car up and have my own club outside the car. And like that was like living, 3 floors above, like I guess I didn't really necessarily care about the noise from the club itself. But then when somebody would pull their car up and open all their doors and just be like, I'm going to hang out and play the loudest music you've ever heard. Because I'm having my own club, I was like, that really got annoying.
I think that's the East Village spirit, to be honest.
Well, this was Bed-Stuy, which I guess maybe you could say that's the Bed-Stuy spirit, but it doesn't make it any less annoying if you're, I don't know, man, it's fucking 11 o'clock at night and it's like.
Trying to sleep?
Not even trying to sleep, just like trying to, I don't know, end the day or whatever. And, I don't
It is
know.
always interesting to talk to people about like what files as a official and understandable noise complaint. Like, for instance, I live in a very loud area, and on a Wednesday night at 12 a.m., so I guess Thursday morning,
Sure.
a single saxophone player went out, and right in front of my building, there's this like big rock that people like to sit on, and he was sitting on the rock, and he was do 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 do, and he just did that over and over.
He did
and
Careless
over.
Whisper?
Yes.
Wow. That's actually pretty sick.
Well, I
I'm
opened my
sure that you
window.
were
I
annoyed.
had to be at JFK at 6 a.m. the next morning, so
Right.
I had to be awake in 3 hours. So I opened up my window, and I did the very New York thing, which was shut the fuck up. And he tried to call the cops on me. Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah,
That's a good turning of the tables, actually.
know.
I think that's a situation where you're going to be up in 3 hours anyway. You might as well stay up,
I
go
did.
outside, jamboree,
Oh, I
get
see.
drums,
You can't beat him, join him situation.
washboard, guitar, sing.
Sure.
You could do that. What do you say when you call the police at that point? I don't understand what kind of complaint you could make.
Well, the police arrived and was like, what's going on? And I was like, it is after midnight, and he's playing a saxophone, and like everybody can hear
Right.
him.
Like,
and it's
why-
just
yeah,
him.
why-
It's nobody
yeah.
else. And a saxophone is very, very loud. Okay, so This is a great question, I think, maybe for both of you who, work out in the field a lot. You need internet, and you need it now. Where are you going in East Village? Rant or rave?
I have no fucking idea. I don't know.
What would you do?
I'm gonna look at my phone and see where a coffee shop is, or depending on what time of day it is, if there's like a bar that has, and I'll pop my head in and be like, "Do you guys have Wi-Fi?" But
That's really brave.
Is it?
That's kind of brave. I would just sit down, I'd politely order a drink, and then quietly be like, "Do you have Wi-Fi?" And they'd be like, "No." I'd be like, "Oh, okay, I guess I have to drink this $5 Coke."
Oh yeah, well no, you have to. Like, I don't think they're gonna care. I mean, maybe it's just a matter of like when I came up doing stuff like this, like when I was doing a lot of working from coffee shops or working from bars, like that was the first thing you had to figure out. And then, but the thing that you do if you're going to feel really bad about it, and then, to make up for it, is you like obviously order, multiple beers or multiple, drink multiple coffees is hard.
It's like,
so it's
multiple
easier.
beers can be hard in the middle of a work day.
If you drink like 2 beers over the course of 3 or 4 hours, you're, especially if all you're doing is, typing or whatever, then like shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, the writing might even improve.
That's true.
That's also true.
Do you have a spot?
Honestly, cop-out answer, I would go to the public library or a Link NYC, and I would just post up on the sidewalk, frankly, if it was an emergency.
Oh, wow.
Or I think book club has Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah, we love book club.
That's a really
on
cute
4th.
spot,
Oh, it is so cute.
And if it's during the day, you can go to the back garden. There's usually some seats there, because it's at night, it's totally slammed. You can't get in.
There's a story from book club that I love to share of my friend also seeking Wi-Fi. And she went in there and was like, "Hey, I'm looking for Wi-Fi." Started talking to this really cute guy. And then he was like, "Hey, can I get your number? Like maybe we Instagram something." And she's like, "Okay, you can have my Instagram, like whatever." And this is my friend, by the way. You know the story. And she's like, and it's kind of a soiled story now, but whatever. And so she's like, "Oh yeah." And then she's like, "Oh, your Instagram, you have a lot of followers. I don't know. I'm probably really like not interested." And she walks away. It was Jack Schlossberg. It was Jack Schlossberg that asked her out.
Can I say she dodged a bullet?
Yeah, see, that's what everyone says. But
No, even when everybody liked him, I didn't like him.
Okay, well, that was a hot take because all of us were in love after COVID.
Sure, I mean, I get it. Everybody loves a pretty face, but I'm very much death to the Kennedys.
Oh,
yeah, I think that's fair.
Wait, are you admitting that you've killed the Kennedys on the
No, but I
East
do have.
Village Yappers
I have a
radio
whole
show?
thing where all like the weepy boomers are all like, and like Stephen King wrote the book about like, oh, if I could go back in time, I would stop the Kennedy assassination. I would let the Kennedy assassination happen, but I would convince.
What's the take?
I would convince LBJ to not get into the war in Vietnam and to just do the Great Society.
Okay.
Hero right
So
here.
how do you think that would change the course of East Village democracy?
I mean, you have
We would have gotten Mom Donistan 30 years ago.
Totally.
Well, I mean, you would like America would have Mom Donistan like characteristic, like the East Village would be significant. I mean, everywhere would be significantly different. It would be going back in time and changing history that much. You'd probably wind up branching off a separate branch of history, like all the ways the comic books all make like the horrible multiverse decisions, and you get alternate universes and whatever. But no, that's been my thing for a very long time. Ever since I really, I think ever since Stephen King wrote that, like I found out about that Stephen King book, and I was like, this is stupid. I'm sick of people talking about this. It's like if you really want something, like if you really want to talk about this, like there's a much better way to to do those things.
Yeah.
Positive social change. I love it.
Well, that's what East Village is all about. Thank you both for joining us. We have come to the conclusion of our night. Thank you, Liz, for helping me co-host wherever she went. There's a hand. Thank you both. Appreciate it. If you are interested in joining East Village Yappers in the future, you don't have to just call the 917-213-1965 phone, but the line is actually always open, so you should call it and leave a message anytime you'd like. But if not, you can reach us on hnt.fm, and we are taking guests anytime, so we'll see you next month.
It's our cult rock and roll, worshipped by a few but ignored on the whole. Is a film cult classic. It's based basically unknown, but some say it's fantastic. Most women that I meet seem totally unfazed, till sometimes there's somebody who seems totally amazed. I might not be in magazines as a heartthrob face, but in a few devoted hearts I found a strong fan base. I'm a cult boyfriend, not a mainstream show. I'm lonely or I'm worshipped by a lady in the know. When you're a cult boyfriend, life is always intense. They love me or they hate me, no one's on the fence. Cerebus is a cult comic book series. It's got fans, but it's never found in movies or in theories. WFMU is a cult radio station, always tuned to by a few devoted fans around the nation. For every time I couldn't get a second date or even first, why does one think I'm the best when all the rest think I'm the worst? All of those times no one at all wanted to know if I'm really all that awesome, wouldn't more people think so? I guess cult boyfriend is the term for me. It's always been quality, not quantity. A cult boyfriend's like a record in a bargain bin. No one knows its worth till a collector comes in. Who are some cult literary names I can honor? Maybe J.G. Ballard or Flannery O'Connor. Haggis and fugu, that's like food for cult eaters. Jim Jones, Charles Manson, Father Yod, they're cult leaders. Anyway, the point being, do I have to be magical? Can't we date a few months, then move on, normal and casual? Suicidally alone and then totally smothered. It's so much pressure when you go from one extreme to the other. I guess cult boyfriend is the term for me. It's always been quality, not quantity. A cult boyfriend's like a record in a bargain bin. No one knows its worth till a collector comes in. I'm a cult boyfriend, not a mainstream show. I'm lonely or I'm worshipped by a lady in the know. When you're a cult boyfriend, life is always intense. They're in love or they're indifferent, no one's on the fence. And this song probably ain't gonna go very far beyond an open mic. It's guaranteed though, 2 or 3 people are really gonna like it.